4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to campus here at Souhegan High School. Jason Roby along with the highlight guy, Steve Cody, providing all the live streaming for you here. What a terrific day it has been. We are finally to the last of our 6 games. We actually have Game 5 and Game 6 coming up. It is a matchup between two fantastic programs here in the senior division. I am standing here with the head coach of Nashua Cougars, head man Travis Fowler. And coach, this is the one we've been looking to all day long, a battle of two of the unbeatens in the varsity game. We're going to face a junior varsity game here first. Tell us a little bit about your team and this junior varsity experience. What can we expect from your team, and what do you know about this Londonderry JV squad?
Yeah, so I know that Londonderry is always a well-coached team. They really run it the right way from the bottom up, and they're very experienced. Our team, we are very young. Our team is about 80% 7th graders. So our JV team is very small and very young.
Okay.
But they work their butts off, and they give it their all, and they're going to put in a good effort here today.
What must it be like for them at practice? Because your varsity team, the older kids, that team is undefeated. They must look up to those kids and kind of want to emulate them in every way, shape, and form during the course of a season. Is that kind of the same case with this younger group here, looking up to the older kids?
Absolutely. And we preach that. So we practice together as much as we can. We go through all our individual drills together, our warm-ups together, so they're very intertwined with the varsity squad as well.
Never want to look ahead, but what is it that you're looking to get out of both of these games, and more specifically maybe that varsity game, that the older kids tonight, we're kind of switching that twin bill around.
Yeah.
We're playing the marquee game later on tonight. What are we kind of looking for from that game? Both you and Londonderry undefeated coming into this one. Is this the benchmark game for you guys as far as being a program is concerned? Like, does this game tonight kind of give the lead in the race, so to speak?
Yeah, so this is going to be our test.
Yeah.
We're going to really find out where we are today. We're going to run through a little bit of a gauntlet at the end of the year with some playoff teams coming up. So this will be the first of those, and we'll really see what we got today.
Coach, I'm going to let you get to it. I saw you on Friday night on the sidelines at Goffstown High School. Back here again, ready to go. Wish you the best of luck tonight, and go get them.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
he is head coach Travis Fowler of the Nashua Cougars. They're set to do battle with the Londonderry team, and they are undefeated as well. We'll be right back with the opening kickoff after this. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
He's running all the way back to the left to the 5-yard line, stretches it out. That's Anthony D. He gets out to the 25. He breaks another tackle to the 30, the 35, the 40, 50, the 45, the 40, 30, 25. There's nobody near him.
No flags.
What a play.
Anthony D goes the distance. D stands for distance. Come the Clippers. On the low block, kick out, downtown, Yahtzee!
Pitch. Face hit left field. Austin Suchecki gets it done.
In front of the goal mouth, they jump for it. The header finds the back of the net. Hadley Camo with a spectacular play.
All right, welcome back to game number 5 of 6 here at the campus of Souhegan High School. And we are set to begin the JV game for the senior division between the Nashua Cougars and the Londonderry Wildcats. Jason Roby along with Steve Cody. He is the man on the moving pictures. He is also the highlight guy. And it has been a day full of football, and it's only going to get more full as the culminating game here this evening will be between two undefeated titans, if you will, in the football community, Londonderry and Nashua. Jason Roby, as I said, Steve Cody on the moving pictures. And as a reminder, there are 3 programs in the state that have accounted for the last 3 state titles in Division I football. We've seen all of their feeder programs today. We've seen the Bedford Bulldogs. We've seen the Londonderry Wildcats and, of course, the Nashua Cougars that feed Nashua North High School. Nashua North will receive the opening kickoff. And John Garcia says, "Let's go Cougars." So thanks for that message, John. Glad you're watching us on the highlight guy. We are ready to rock and roll here. All right, ready to put the toe into the ball. 10 minutes on the clock. They'll kick it off from the 40. And we are underway. Ball hits the ground, and it hits a Cougar. That's a live ball still rolling around. And I think Londonderry came up with it. So that's the second time today we've seen a low-flying kick hit a Nashua player, bounce back, and get recovered by the Wildcats. So a 2-for-1 situation as Londonderry will get the first possession here in the JV game. Londonderry comes out. They are that could be the 11th player has just checked in. It is an unbalanced line. That's an illegal formation. There goes the flag. And off to the right side goes the ball carrier. Clock will continue to run. He's in play, but there's a penalty, so we'll stop the clock. And I believe that was it was either Noah Cristaldi or Chase McLaughlin. We have not been given the roster here. We have the so a lot of double numbers here. Usually we get the roster sent up to us who is designated as the junior varsity player, who's designated as the varsity player. I do not believe we got that. So to the outside now, a nice move. And that ball looked to be carried by number 17, if we have it right. That was Shea Thomas. He went around the left side, picked up a few yards there. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Motion, counter, and a great play run there by Londonderry. And that, once again, is Shea Thomas over to the left side. They'll stop the clock, move the sticks, and then wind it again. So good job by Londonderry, patiently running through their offense. First and 10 for the Wildcats from the Cougar 35. And we heard that this is a young team, a lot of predominantly 7th graders on this junior varsity. Toss pass is employed, and that ball is blown dead. It was caught. They're going to call encroachment on the defense.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, the 5-yard penalty, still first down.
And I'm sure the Wildcats would rather have taken the result of the play than the penalty. So in essence, that offsides penalty helps the Cougars because it only backs them up 5 yards as opposed to what potentially could have been a touchdown pass. So 1st and 5 now for the Wildcats. They went to the breadbasket there early, taking a shot on a trick play. They're trying to set the tone early on in this one. JV head coach is Howard Sobolov. Around the left side it goes. Staying in bounds, tiptoeing like he was in Barnum Circus, doing a nice job there on the high wire. He gets down to about the 20-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10. You can hear the coaches for the Cougars imploring the team to do their job. The old Bill Belichick battle cry, as well as defensive coordinator for Nashua High School for many years, Al Neville. Do your job. Londonderry will take a timeout. That'll be their first charge timeout. They have 2 more remaining in the first half. And the defensive staff for the Cougars, they'll meet and talk things over. They have to somehow figure out a way to slow this Londonderry team down. They are firing on all cylinders, and very similar to the last game we watched, full of speed. This is the 7th and 8th grade level that we have been watching. This is the Northeast Junior High School football senior division matchup. The senior division consists of 7th and 8th graders. This is the junior varsity game, comprised mostly of 7th graders. There's that counter play again, and good job there by the interior of the North defense. They picked up about 3 on that play, but looked like they were waiting for that counter to be run, and they saw it. Here comes the speed sweep. He cuts it back up quickly, and a nice read there. Let's meet the starting defense for the junior varsity squad. Joniel Soto and Levi Dabney are the starting defensive ends. The defensive tackle is Frank Liakakis. Nose guard is Gavin Berger. The Will linebacker is Liam Benson. The Mike linebacker is Jamil Hernandez. The Sam linebacker is Matt Seavey. The nickel and the box safety to be determined here. We have Miles Libby, Danny Excellent, and Javier Segovia in the secondary. So the defense is going to get called for an encroachment penalty. 1st down now for Londonderry. For those of you watching at home, they call them Will, Mike, and Sam. For those of you who are looking for layman terms, Will means the weak side, Sam means the strong side, and Mike, he's the guy in the middle. There you go. 6 minutes on the clock in the first quarter. Off to the right side, bouncing. Tries to break and Tane cannot do it, in a great defensive play there. That'll set up a second down and goal from just outside the 5. We'll call it the 6-yard line. You're going to see a 4-2-5 defense run here by these Cougars. It's a defense that a lot of today's colleges and high schools are employing. Right up the gut it goes, and walking into the end zone untouched is number 17 for Londonderry. That was Shea Thomas. So they're on the board 6-0 with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. They'll go for 2 here. Quarterback. Jump ball. Corner of the end zone, and just out of the reach. It looked like it was intended for number 3 in the back corner, and he was open briefly. It was either Aiden Foley or Gavin Harnham. So we'll head back up the field. It's 6-0 Londonderry. Wildcats strike first on a opening kickoff that bounced off of a Cougar and was taken by the Wildcats. Travis Fowler, Jeff Richard, Bryce Willett, Austin Willett, Brian Montmany, Kevin Maldonado, John Michael Pearson, Adam Collier, Josiah Corfield, Reagan Brunet are the trainers. That is an onside kick. It does not go 10. It hits a Londonderry leg, and wouldn't have mattered had Nashua fumbled that because it touched a Londonderry player first, shy of 10 yards. So the Cougars will get the ball 1st and 10. That kick has to travel 10 yards in order for Londonderry to be able to recover it. If it hits Londonderry prior to it rolling 10, it's automatically called a first touching rule, and Nashua can be aggressive and try and pick it up. Even if they were to fumble it when picking it up, it would still be their ball. There you go, football 101. There'll be a test later on. 4:50 to go here in the first quarter. It is 6-0 Londonderry. And we'll get our first look at the offensive set for the Cougars. Heading to the air on the first play. It's a swing pass out to the right. Minimal gain at best as the defense rallies up to make the play. Let's meet the starters for the junior varsity offense here. They're going to get on the ball. They're going to look to go quickly. Quarterback is Don Mann, number 3. Emil Hernandez is number 6. He's the running back. Danny Excellent and Miles Libby are the 2 slot receivers. They're looking for the same play on the other side. We're going to get a flag thrown from way downtown, and quarterback is going to be sacked down around the 45-yard line. Loss on the play. As man goes down, we'll stop the clock. Holding call against the Cougars. Penalty will be declined. They'll accept the result of the play. It'll be 3rd down and about 16. Let's get back to the starting offense here. Gabriel Garcia Gorman and Liam Benson are the wideouts. And the offensive line, the centers, Tyler Maxwell, the left guard, Frank Liakakis, the left tackle, Hunter Kerner. The right guard is Gavin Berger, and the right tackle is Anthony Lazo. And that play goes for a loss. As third down now. We'll call it 3rd and 18, make that 4th and 18 because it was a loss of down. They took the penalty, or they didn't take the penalty. They took the down instead. So 4th down and about 18. Cougars, quick pass to the outside. It was a forward pass, but not by much, as number 1, Jackson Ball, was thinking scoop and score. And had that ball been thrown 1 more yard backwards, he would have done just that. As a result of that incomplete pass, Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. They'll be starting from inside the Cougars' territory at the Nashua 43-yard line. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. We've had some fantastic games here. It's been a great experience. Hope you've all enjoyed the broadcasts. We look forward to calling more games down the road. Looks like October 27th will be our next opportunity to call some Nashua Cougar games. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They set up shop. Tight end, wing to the right, split end to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. It's an offset eye that bounces off to the right, and it's a nice carry there, thrown forward. Tough to see that tackle. It could have been Anthony Lazo, but I'm not 100% certain on that. It looks like 15, if I'm being honest with you. I'm sure you appreciate the honesty. Yeah, I'm going to say that was Levi Dabney. Pressure. Ball's thrown in. Oh, incomplete. It's one of my pet peeves, Steve. Whenever someone starts a sentence off by saying, if I'm being honest with you. It's like, well, I hope you'd be. What? No, I want you to lie to me. Don't start a sentence off. If I'm being honest, okay, good. Congratulations. Same thing with my bad. I know it's your bad. An apology and my bad are 2 different things. Okay, yeah, to be honest. Thank you for the honesty. Appreciate that. All right, I digress. Speed sweep into the boundary, cut back against the grain. Get on your Pontiac and ride. He's off to the races, goes number 2. Every play designed to cut back, and he did just that. It's going to be a touchdown for Londonderry. That was either Hans Awua or Paul Lamalfa. I did not get the designations for who's JV and who's varsity. I have one roster that was sent to me from the Cougars, but I did not get a Londonderry 7th and 8th grade roster. Two-point conversion up and no good. And so, with 2:30 to go in the opening frame, it's 12-0 Londonderry. So there's some speed to burn out there on that Londonderry team, no question about it. And let's talk a little bit about this Nashua Cougar organization. The Cougars are a nonprofit organization created to give every child the opportunity to reach their greatest potential in youth football. Before they head to high school, that's one sentence, by the way. I keep reading that incorrectly. Before they head to high school, period. They work with the Nashua High School North coaches to ensure their athletes are ready to compete at the high school level by the time they arrive, giving them the greatest opportunity to continue to excel beyond the high school. To learn more, go to their website at NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. And I will tell you, after this kickoff, oh, that's a tough one and a great play there. That thing had all kinds of English on it and a wonderful job scooping it up by the front line. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars, just shy of midfield. But I will tell you that every night when I'm leaving the school, I see the lights down on the field. The Cougars are down there practicing. A lot of the North coaches stick around and help out down there. I know Coach Zabolis is one of those coaches that goes down there and spends his time, teaching the techniques and so forth. And as I mentioned, Coach Fowler, a part of that Nashua North staff, he's at the school a lot, and he spends time at practices. And it's good when your older kids run the same system. The younger kids run the same system as the older kids. Nice handoff there up the middle on a trap play. That looked like Emil Hernandez, number 6 on the carry. Cougars will line up double slot shotgun formation, backs off to the left. Here comes the speed sweep to the left side. Has the angle, and that is some good speed right there shown. And we'll see if it results in a first down. I believe that it will. And that was I believe it was number 23. Either 22 or 23, Miles Libby. Actually, that could be Iverson Pacheco. And losing the ball there, going down. Thank you very much. I just received the roster here. From Londonderry. And I'll tell you, if you're not familiar with how things work here, it's a pretty interesting system. The different age groups have a junior varsity and a varsity level, and they've been playing varsity first, JV second for the nightcap here. They're going to go JV first and varsity second because both of those teams at the varsity are undefeated, and that should really give a clear-cut answer as to who the current favorite is here in the state. Speed sweep to the left side. Now, I know that ball was carried by number 45. Of course, there's no 45 on the JV roster. Let's check this. It's okay, though, because I have my also no 45. Okay. It's all good. We make stuff up as we go along. Londonderry comes out, split end to the right. They run a quick trap play up the gut, bounce back. That was number 17, and we've called his name quite a bit. That's Shea Thomas, and he's got some speed to burn as well. He gets the ball over the 50-yard line. It's going to be third down and about 6. Make it 5 for Londonderry. Londonderry breaks the huddle, comes to the line of scrimmage. It's a split end to the right, slot to the right. Tried to get Nashua to jump off sides and get that free first down. They'd have nothing of it. It's going to be a student body to the right side, cutting up and now bubbling back out. Breaks contain and heads out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That was Jackson Ball, the quarterback for Londonderry. Nice piece of running there, reading his blocks. As we've said all day, running with his eyes. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, and that will do it for the first quarter here from the land of the Sabres, Souhegan High School. It is 12-0, the Londonderry Wildcat JV squad at the senior. Sometimes I feel like Bob Uecker from Major League. He's looking through his papers. I don't know. I got all kinds of papers here, you know. Somewhere there's a tree that's weeping because good Lord. So we'll start the second quarter here. Londonderry once again on the move. They are at the Nashua 30-yard line and threatening. As we mentioned, the lights are on here at Souhegan High School. I want to thank the Souhegan Sabres for allowing us to use the facility. I know they were cooking some stuff down there. Steve, you went down there earlier. It smelled pretty good down there, huh? Yeah. Good stuff down there. Not like the cold pizza that I was eating, though, I bet you. Huh? It was good stuff. All right. Londonderry lines up, split end to the left, slot left. Back split the quarterback. This will be number 2. There's a flag on the play. Wonder if that'll be flagged for an illegal formation. We'll have to wait and see, as that was number 2. I don't know if that's... There's no number 2 on the JV side, but number 2 carried the ball on that play. That's Hans Awua, I believe. And he might be a swing player is my guess. It was either, I believe that to be the case. But who knows? As mentioned, this is the senior division matchup here tonight. And it is the junior varsity level of the Northeast Junior High School football. The Londonderry Wildcats, the Nashua Cougars. Steve Cody, the man on the moving pictures. Legal participation.
On the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Yeah, legal participation on the defense. That means basically they had 12 dudes on the field. So that's going to move them ahead 5 yards. And that's going to give a first down to the Wildcats. It'll be 1st and 10 Londonderry. They'll line up, slot to the left, speed sweep left. They'll bubble out. This is number 45 with a head of steam, and he will not be touched. Once again, we don't have a 45 listed on the roster here for Londonderry High School. At least none that I can see. Yeah, there's no 45 listed on either roster for Londonderry. But it was a nice run by him. Corner out in the end zone is caught. Number 3, Aiden Foley on that reception, and quickly it is 20-0 with 9:31 to go in the first half. You are watching the highlight guy as we live stream here from the campus of Souhegan High School. As a nonprofit organization, the Nashua Cougars could not thrive and provide such an incredible experience for the athletes without the generosity of their sponsors. They'd like to give a huge Cougar roar to their top sponsors for the 2024 season: Basco Excavation, Lopez Hardwood Floor Services, and Comcast. To all the sponsors who are not mentioned here, the Cougars want you to know they're very thankful for everything you do for them every year to ensure the athletes have everything they need. All right. Ball is kicked away and fielded there at about the 41-yard line. And again, a nice job with the hands team out there to control that ball, not let it roll around, and create a situation where Londonderry could recover a loose ball. Once again, the Cougars will head to the offensive side of things. Don Mann calling the signals for this Cougar team. Quick pass to the outside and breaking a couple of tackles. Still pushing forward. Turned what could have been a 3-yard loss into about a 2-yard gain, and great effort there. That was number 6, Yamil Hernandez. Good job by Yamil to make something out of nothing. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Once again, this is a young JV team and mostly 7th graders, as Coach alluded to. That ball's on the carpet, it's fumbled, and it looks like Londonderry has recovered it, and indeed that is the case. It was fallen on by number 61, Anthony Wilcox. So Londonderry takes control. Be 1st and 10, Wildcats. We'll call it the Nashua 38-yard line. Hey, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. So contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email deb@thedowgroup.com. Taking a shot down the left side. Good coverage there, broken up at the last second. They wanted pass interference, but that was a great job of playing the ball by the right corner. Hard to see a number there. Corners are listed as Miles Libby and Danny Excellent. We'll try to get the number on this next play because it's definitely worth noting. I don't know if that's enough. That one goes right up the gut, cuts back to the left. Once again, that was Thomas Shea. And that play may have been made by Gabriel Garcia Gorman there. I might be right. Shotgun formation, speed sweep into the boundary, and a nice job setting the edge there by the Cougars. There were 4 dark shirts there. And that's the one thing you have to do with this Londonderry team. If you can keep them running east and west and not let them get their shoulders up the field, you'll have more success. So 2nd down and a loss of about a yard there. So 2nd and 11 as the clock continues to roll. Tight end is to the left, slot to the right. Tried to get Nashua to jump. They did go into that neutral zone, so we had an encroachment.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd.
And it's interesting how the referees hook up into the loudspeaker here. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. Free play there for the Lancers as they basically run a 6-yard play without having to run a play. Tight end is to the left, wide slot to the right, direct snap. And that was number 17 once again up the gut, Thomas Shea. He finds the sledding tough. He'll pick up a couple. That's going to set up a 3rd down, and we'll call it 4. .625 and running here in the first half. It is 20-0. The Londonderry Wildcats over the Nashua Cougars. Unbalanced line to the right. Guess where they're going? Nashua having a difficult time setting the edge there as Jackson Ball takes off to the right side. Stop the clock and they'll move the chains. And then they'll wind it. Londonderry again on the march. And that's one thing you tell your teams, and you have to practice it over and over and over, is being able to count how many linemen are on each side of the ball. And if you only see an offensive tackle on one side, you know that the chances are it's overloaded to the other side, and there's a very real possibility that that's where they're going to run. But easier said than done. It'll be a split end to the left. Tight end wing to the right, motion, counter play again, and they love that play, and why not? It's given them some pretty good results, except this time Shea finds the sledding tough, and he'll go down after a minimal gain. It'll be maybe a yard on that play, 2nd and 9. And the clock continues to run. Tight end wing to the left, split end to the right with a slot. Quick motion. This is number 27 around the right side. He picks up some pretty good blocking at the point of attack. And again, there's no number 27 on the JV roster either. So we have 2 players not on the JV roster that are carrying the ball quite a bit, and their names are not on that roster. We apologize. It could have been maybe it was either Noah Cristaldi or Chase McLaughlin, potentially. A lot of rosters circulating around here.
With the check mark are varsity only, so any of the kids that don't have a check mark could be applying.
Mm-hmm.
Just letting you know.
Thank you. So, timeout Nashua. They'll call time and talk things over here with 3:18 to go in the first half. And speaking of talking things over, that'll give us a chance to talk about playing sports in college. You want to play sports in college? Well, if yes, then let the highlight guy help you get noticed and recruited. We create highlight videos, film sporting events, and live stream, all with the goal of helping athletes get noticed by college coaches. With the highlight guy, you are the star. Let us help you. Go to thehighlightguy.com or email steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. That's steve@thehighlightguy.com to get started. There's a 27, but no 45. Nope. Tight end is to the left, slot to the right. Handoff straight ahead, legs churning. Did he make it? Yes, he did. It was a late call that came in, but with 3:11 to go, the Lancers put 6 more on the board. It'll be 26-0 now. And again, a learning experience for this JV team out here of Cougars because majority of them are 7th graders, and they're learning the ropes. And that play is in for the 2-point conversion. 3:11 to go. Your score, the Londonderry Wildcats 28, the Nashua Cougars 0. 3:11 left on the clock. At 35, the clock will continue to move once the difference becomes 35 or greater. Once again, want to thank you all for joining us here on the Highlight Guy. It's been a long day, but it's been our pleasure bringing you all of the action here from Souhegan High School. Wildcats get ready to kick the ball into play from their own 40. We'll see if they keep it on the ground. This one, again, finds an up man, and he'll just fall to the turf. May have been able to take it for a few yards, but again, possession is 9/10 of the law, so they'll take possession right there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Good sure hands by an up man. A nice job there. Direct snap, pitch back, on the move, breaks contain, got a head of steam, heads to the 50, keeps the legs churning at the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. Flags will fly, however. We'll have to check this one. By the way, Gabriel Garcia Gorman was the man on the quick hands on the kick return. Wanted to make sure we gave him a shout out. Nice job by Gabe. And it appears that this one will be coming back. We'll get the
run, holding, offense number 27. Penalty for the foul.
So that'll be a holding call against the Cougars. Spot foul will bring it back. We'll replay the down, but the Cougars will lose some yardage. But that was a good, tough run there. Clock continues to run with 2:51 to go here in the first half. Split end to the right. Or excuse me, double slot employed, double twins look. We call that the ace look. Speed sweep. Around the left side. Similar play, and potentially, they're going to say he ran out of bounds. Back around the 45-yard line. So I didn't hear a whistle, but apparently he ran out at about the 45-yard line. So a nice play on first down to gain back most of that penalty yardage. 2nd and 5 for the Cougars. Double slot formation employed. Little RPO action over to the left side, run pass option. Sure, it may have been tagged just to be a pass, but looks pretty cool. 2nd down and 4. The pickup of a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to bring up a big 3rd down for the Cougars. And one has to believe that at this point in the game, even if you don't get this, you're going to go for it on 4th down. So you've got 2 downs to get 4 yards. Just the coach and me trying to figure things out. Oh, and a good job by number 64 there for Londonderry. That was he got off his block and brought the ball carrier down. That was Jack Sloper. So no gain, maybe a loss of a half a yard on the play, and Nashua going to go for it on 4th down, I believe. Back in there, double slot look with the back to the right. Taking a shot down the sideline. There's a man. He caught it and then dropped it. They're not calling it a fumble. It was thrown into quadruple coverage. He came down with it initially, and it got knocked out. So Londonderry is going to take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Rumor has it at halftime, the highlight guy himself, Steve Cody, going to go down and do some breakdancing on the 50-yard line on the S down there. He said he's going to do the worm on the S. He's going to follow the curvature of the S doing the worm dance move down there. So stay tuned for halftime. Steve Cody sure to impress. 1:21 to go here in the first half. The Wildcats take possession. Tight end is to the left, slot to the right. Here comes the speed sweep to number 2. He gets up in there, follows his lead blocking, and gets all the way down to the 35-yard line. Nice run there by Hans Awua. I want to make sure I say that right, Awua. And Hans followed his blocking nicely on that play. It was a nice speed sweep to the right side. This time, slot to the left. They'll motion to the slot side, and now they'll carry it around the left side. Forced back inside. Nice form tackle there. And it looked like that was number 22, Miles Libby, on a nice play. And another speed sweep, and he bubbles it outside, and that's exactly what that's supposed to look like. They actually teach you to bubble back on that. Another nice run to the outside by Awua. And Hans going to pick up the necessary yardage for another 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 with 20 seconds and counting to go. Londonderry going to hustle up to the ball. They still have some timeouts in their pocket. Can't take them with you, but the clock will continue to run. They had man moving with a motion. I don't know if there's a flag. There isn't. 3 seconds, 2, 1. They stop the clock with a second to go. We have an injured Cougar down on the field. Clock now reads 0. I'm sure we'll get an update unless they're just going to go right to halftime. And that is exactly what we are going to do. So we're going to check on the status of that injured Cougar down on the field, and we're going to head to halftime. Your score: the Londonderry Wildcats 28 and the Nashua Cougars 0. You are watching live on the highlight guy. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures, and we will be right back with second half action right after this.
I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. I'm a beast. Yeah, I'm in my own zone. It's beast mode time, so go hard or go home. I'm a beast. Yeah, I got it on my mind. See, I came here to shine, so let's get it on the grind. Step up in the building, swagger on point, right? Put your seatbelt on, cause it's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long fight, but then again, maybe not. I'm about to get it in. Yeah, I got it on my mind. Let's end this thing in regulation. I ain't thinking overtime, cause I didn't work overtime, and I ain't trying to overgrind. I transform the beast mode just like Optimus Prime. I came here to ball hard. I love this game, it's all I got. That's why I'm going all out and give it everything I got. Yeah, I give it all I got. As if it was my only shot. I play the game to win to the end until I pass out with you.
Are you looking to play sports in college? Almost every college recruiting website recommends having a highlight video as one of the top 3 crucial recruiting tools. In fact, 93% of college coaches we surveyed said they watch a recruit's highlight video as part of their player assessments. Our sole purpose is to make you look good. Our highlight videos include an athlete bio and accolade page, stop motion, and player highlight. The video is not done until you are completely satisfied and say it's done. We also upload to YouTube or whatever recruiting platform you use. The highlight guy can also film your high school or club games to capture you in action, resulting in amazing footage that you can use to help create your highlight video. We have the expertise to help you get recruited. Check out our website at thehighlightguy.com or contact Steve at thehighlightguy.com to get started on your path to playing sports in college.
Hi, my name is Deb Cody and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I serve both residential and commercial clients in New Hampshire and Maine and work with an amazing team of KW colleagues and affiliate partners to help you achieve your real estate goals. In 2022, I ranked in the top 20% of 700 plus agents within my brokerage. I was nominated this past year to serve on the Agent Leadership Committee within my firm and have enjoyed giving back to my colleagues and local community. Are you curious to know how much your home may be worth in today's market? Reach out to me today and I'd be happy to run a complimentary comparative market analysis for you.
Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare. Welcome back to the campus of Souhegan High School, everybody. This is the Londonderry Wildcats versus the Nashua Cougars in a junior varsity Northeast Junior High School football senior division matchup. It is the Londonderry Wildcats set to receive the second half kickoff. They are up 28-0 against this young Nashua Cougar team. Jason Roby calling all of the action for you. Steve Cody is the man on the moving pictures. He is the highlight guy. I want to thank Amy Mann for getting us a couple of name verifications here, as that is a live ball. Will it stay in bounds? It will not. Flags will fly. As we mentioned, all the teams are wearing pink here for the month of October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You'll see the officials wearing pink. They have pink whistles, pink socks, pink wristbands, pink undershirts, and that is all in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Londonderry will take the ball at the 35-yard line. Those numbers that we were trying to check on for you, 45 is Tanner Thomas for Londonderry, and number 27 was Chase McLaughlin. So if we see those two young fellas out there here in the second half, we have some names and numbers matched up. So thank you again to Amy Mann for running those down for us. A lot of rosters flying around. You have 6 total rosters and a JV roster and a varsity roster for each team, and there's all kinds of crossover. It's a crazy time, but well worth it. As breaking to the outside is number 17, and he's got a pathway down that sideline. He's finally run out of bounds, and a nice run there by Thomas Shea. And Shea will get enough yardage for the first down for the Wildcats. They'll set up shop 1st and 10 in Nashua territory at about the 43-yard line. Players down on the sideline trying to stay warm as the sun has set. The lights are on here. And we still have the marquee matchup coming up for you after this one. 2 undefeated teams getting after it. Split end is to the right with a double slot. Here it comes, almost like a spinner series. Ball's handed off number 23. He does a dipsy-do dancing maneuver, but he is tripped up. And a nice play there. Looked like potentially number 30 on that stop. Could have been 33. Kenneth Breath. Ball's on the carpet, hits the turf. Who comes up with it? Still on the ground. There's a fight for it. There's a scrum. And they're going to say Londonderry recovered it. That was all kinds of crazy. As the ball hit the turf and did a funny spin. Initially, it looked like the Cougars recovered it, but didn't quite have the handle on it. And so it'll be a 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats. Thank you for watching us here on the Highlight Guy. It's been a long day of live streaming. We've enjoyed every minute of it. Seen some quality football out here. Slot to the right, trying to get Nashua to jump off sides, and they're able to not get into that neutral zone. Very fortunate. Student body to the right. Convoy heads around the right end, and brought down is number 1, Jackson Ball. Tackled out of bounds. It's going to set up a 4th down and 5. It looks like they'll probably go for it here. And this is the time where you think that the Wildcats will try to get the Cougars to jump off sides, go into that neutral zone, and pick up a free 5. The very least would garner a measurement. They break the huddle. Split end will go to the left. It's an unbalanced line to the left side. So the tight end on the left is covered, and they'll run a total sweep to that left side. And Once again, that was Jackson Ball dropping his shoulder with authority as he heads through the center of that line. Actually started on the left side. And he'll pick up the necessary yardage for a first down. 1st and 10 Wildcats from the Cougar 24. Maybe the 23. Wildcats content to take their time in the huddle. In no hurry. Tight end is to the right, split end to the left, and a little power action to the right side. They use those backs like they're pulling guards. One guy's going to pull up and kick. One guy's going to seal. So it's almost like a single wing formation. The mentality is we're going to use our backs like our linemen, and they're going to lead the deal. We have a stoppage in play. We have a injury. And he'll walk off under his own power, so good to see there as Matthew Seavey, number 25, will take his place. 2nd down and 5. Straight handoff, bounces to the outside, creates a new edge, still in bounds, finally knocked out just shy of the goal line. Another tough run there by number 17, Thomas Shea. We've said his name a number of times this evening. It is evening, is it not, Steve? It is. It's early evening here. We're at 5:39 or so on my dial. Be a slot to the right. Nice play there. Good job defensively by the Cougars, penetrating the side of that defensive line. Didn't get a number there. Again, tough to see those numbers on the field. Could have been number 56, Gavin Berger. That one goes off the left side, and it is the quarterback, Jackson Ball. He is in for the Londonderry touchdown. So that'll put 34 points on the board. If this one goes in for the 2-point conversion, will be in running time. I believe it'll be a tips situation. Timeout, injury, penalty, or score. He does not get in, thrown at his feet. It is incomplete. So with 6:03 to go in the third quarter, it is the Londonderry Wildcats 34, the Nashua Cougars 0. Bouvier Prepare provides comprehensive college recruiting consulting services for student athletes and their families. If you're looking for guidance in the process for lacrosse, field hockey, soccer, and volleyball, Bouvier Prepare can provide a personalized plan for success. Contact them at bouvierprepare@gmail.com or by dialing 603-465-1102. That's Bouvier, Bouvier, prepare@gmail.com. All right, Cougars set to return this kickoff. Ball's away, and it is touched there. Picks it up, falls down at about the 40-yard line where forward progress is stopped. It'll be 1st and 10 Cougars at the 40. And the offense will take the field. And they will employ that double slot set at times, and when they go 2 backs in the backfield, we'll call that blue. 12 men on the field. The 12th man will leave the field. No call there. And now the timeout has to be called, otherwise they could have potentially thrown that flag because they had all reported in past the numbers. So timeout is called. We'll take a look at this JV offense one more time. The quarterback is number 3, Don Mann. His mom, Amy Mann, was the young lady nice enough to run down those numbers for us on the rosters there. So thank you to Amy once again. But her son, Don Mann, number 3, is the quarterback. Yamil Hernandez is number 6. He's the running back that stands next to Don. The 2 slot receivers are Danny Excellent, number 24, and Miles Libby, number 22. The 2 split ends, or the wide receivers, are number 11, Gabriel Garcia Gorman, and number 13, Liam Benson. And then the offensive line, the left tackle is Hunter Kerner, number 38. The left guard is Frank Liakakos at number 81. The center's Tyler Maxwell, number 34, and the right guard, Gavin Berger, number 56. The right tackle, Anthony Lazo, number 12. A little end-around action here, and an opportunity to go the distance. We'll see if he has the angle. An umbrella blocks our view momentarily, but that's not going to stop the Cougars as they go all the way for the touchdown. And that was a fantastic run down the sideline. Speed to burn down that left sideline. Cougars are on the board. But the 2-point try is no good as it ends in a quarterback sack. But with 5:43 to go here in the third quarter, your score, Wildcats 34 and the Cougars 6. You are watching live on the Highlight Guy. The Nashua Cougars youth football program is thriving in just their second year, and they're looking forward to seeing where next season brings them. They have the hardest working group of coaches who dedicate their time to developing athletes' football skills and teaching them life lessons that they will carry with them for the rest of their lives. If you would like to become one of those coaches, please contact them at NashuaCougars.net. That's NashuaCougars.net. All right, shutout averted. Opportunity here for a defensive stand. Nice kickoff there. Will take one bounce at the 35 and find its way into a Wildcats' hands. Ball's on the carpet and an opportunity here. It'll go out of bounds, so the Wildcats very fortunate to maintain possession. It was a good return by number 17, Thomas Shea, but he lost the handle to it. And it took a forward roll, so the Wildcats will set up shop 1st and 10 from the Cougar 40. So that worked out about as well as it possibly could have for the Cougars. Or the Wildcats, rather. Got my cats mixed up. At the home of the Sabres. Split Split end is to the right, double slot right. Everybody's looking like a single wing formation here. Counter back to the left-hand side. That is number 45, who we had previously mentioned. That's Tanner Thomas on the carry. And he'll pick up a big chunk on first down to the tune of about 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Clock continues to roll here in the third quarter, 5:12 and counting. The lights have come on. The temperature has definitely dropped a bit. We've still got the space heater. Thanks, Deb Cody. Tight end will be to the right. The double slot to the left. Handoff. Nearly lost the handle there. It'll bounce back to the outside. Making something out of nothing was Shea. And that, I hate to say that umbrella was blocking my view of the touchdown. I was trying to zero in on that number. It was a fantastic run, and it looked like Londonderry had the angle, but that long stride was deceiving. Speed is determined by stride length times stride frequency, and he definitely had the length going for him there. He was turning it over pretty quick, too. Handoff goes to the right side. Great tackle from the backside. Good bend down the line of scrimmage by that defensive tackle to make that play and nearly caused a turnover there. It was a good, solid tackle from the backside. That's when you get on the hip. And it looked like that was maybe Gavin Berger. He was the nose guard. Just got on the hip and bent down that line and made a play. It'll be 1st and 10, however, for the Wildcats. Motion to the slot side, and a nice play in the backfield there as Thomas tried to get the edge, and the Titans set the edge, and the coaching staff saying, that's how you set the edge right there, fellas. So the Cougars playing some inspiring football right now, and almost as if someone flicked a switch over there, and they have come alive. Second down and 15. And you got to play this game with some fire and emotion. It's a slot to the right. Here comes the motion. There comes the counter play. Bounce to the outside. Racing for the corner, and he gets the edge. That was Thomas Shea again. Picks up a pretty good chunk of yardage there. So it'll be 3rd down and 2. You're in 4-down territory here. You got 2 downs to get 2 yards. Split end is to the right, overflow to the right. Play comes back to the left once again, and stacked up there at the point of attack. Not sure if forward progress will mark a 1st down or not. I think it will. The up near side official says move the sticks. A good effort by the Cougar defense, but it'll result in another 1st down for the Wildcats. So they are once again on the march. They can get another 1st down here. So we'll see if that influences the play call at all. 1st and 10, 1:57 and counting in the 3rd frame. Unbalanced line. Nope, the tight end is to the right. Wide slot to the left. A little Spinner Series single wing action look here. Old school. Love it. Pounding right up the gut. Goes Thomas Shea once again, and he will pick up the aforementioned first down. It'll be first and goal for the Wildcats from the 4-yard line. My apologies to the Cougars and those watching. It has been difficult at times to see the numbers on the dark shirt. And if we've missed some calls here, we will try to rectify that for the next time. Bounce to the outside again, finding the edge, but it looked like his knee may have been down, and they're definitely going to call him down shy of the end zone. That was number 27. That looked like Chase McLaughlin. So it'll be second and goal from about the 1-yard line. Make that the 2. It looks like it's set up on about the 2 if you look down at the near hash mark. Tight end is to the right, wing is to the right. Wide slot to left. Here comes the motion. And this is going to be number 10. Did he get the necessary yardage? Yes, he did. And in for the touchdown is number 10, Andrew Perez. So Perez on the scoreboard. And it is 40-6. Score here would set it to running clock. Back to throw, and another short throw at the feet of the intended receiver falls incomplete. Cougars had it well covered anyway. A nice job of recognizing the formation and the motion and the play. So the Cougars will prepare to receive the kickoff here, down 40-6 with 34 seconds to go in the third quarter. Like Danny Excellent provided just that on the coverage. Excellent coverage on that 2-point conversion. .34 ticks left in the third. Another squib kick, takes a funny bounce, and they kick it around, and it is picked up by the Wildcats. So another miscue will give another opportunity to the offense of the Wildcats. They'll set up shop first and 10 on that turnover. Something of note, and a lot of you football fans might not know this, little football 101, any punt or kick return that is, we call it a muff, that is touched by or tried to be picked up and not controlled by the receiving team, that cannot be picked up and run with by the other team. So right there, that ball hits an opposing player. You can't scoop that up and run with it. It's not like a fumble. You have to have control of the ball and then clearly drop it in order for it to be a fumble. So Londonderry could not have picked that ball up and run with it. Straight dive, handoff. And the Cougar defense was up for the challenge there as number 25, Ian Elder, tried the middle of that line, tried following his blockers, but too much penetration by the front of the Cougars. led by Berger once again, and Frank Liakakos, number 81. Berger, 56.
The end of the third quarter.
And that'll do it for the third quarter as the rain starts to fall down a little bit harder here. You can see the puddles splashing down below us. We'll head to the fourth frame of game number 5. It is the Londonderry Wildcats 40, the Nashua Cougars 6. You are watching The Highlight Guy. We'll be right back after these messages. Meet Bouvier Prepare, your game changer in college athletics recruitment. We cut through the chaos, focusing on superb communication and top-notch organization. One-on-one attention, tailored strategies, and a winning game plan for emails, calls, camps, visits, and offer closings. Be prepared. Your limitless future starts now with Bouvier Prepare.
Hi, my name is Deb Cody and I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Coastal and Lakes and Mountains Realty. I serve both residential and commercial clients in New Hampshire and Maine and work with an amazing team of KW colleagues and affiliate partners to help you achieve your real estate goals. In 2022, I ranked in the top 20% of 700 plus agents within my brokerage. I was nominated this past year to serve on the Agent Leadership Committee within my firm and have enjoyed giving back to my colleagues and local community. Are you curious?
And we are back. The rain starts to fall just a little bit harder here at the start of the fourth quarter. Londonderry Wildcats on the march once again at the Nashua 24. A little counter play. Back up the middle it goes. Ball carried by number 25, Ian Elder. He is brought down by the interior of that defense. Looked like Excellent may have been in on that stop as well. .9:28 and counting here. Football becomes a little more slippery. Not sure if the referees have any towels down there with them. Usually they pick the ball up and try to keep it dry as best they can. Speed sweep to the right and a clear convoy to the end zone right now as number 27 will take the ball and head into the end zone. That's Chase McLaughlin. That'll make it a 46-6 game. And Londonderry will go for the 2-point conversion. We will be at running time, I believe, for the remainder of this one. And I think they employ the tips rule like they do in high school. Clock will only stop for a timeout, an injury, a penalty, or a score. Of course, maybe I'm just imagining all of that and making things up. I assure you I have some knowledge. Direct snap, quarterback keeps it around the right side. He's going to be stacked up and stopped short of the goal line. Good effort there by the Cougar defense, particularly the left side of that defensive line.
Under league rule, with a point differential of 35 or greater, the remainder of the game will be played with a running clock. We'll stop the clock only for timeout or an injury. Clock operator will start the clock on high whistle to initiate this kickoff.
So timeout or injury, penalties it will not stop, and scoring it will not stop. So there you go. So I had the first two letters right, Steve. In high school it's tips, and obviously the junior high league it's T. Time, T-I. The P and the S are extra. P-S, right? Extra. Okay, there you go. See what I did there? Londonderry ready to kick the ball off from the 40. And the clock will start running. And it Nice job of getting on that ball there. That squib kick has proven to be very effective for this Londonderry team here today. They've been able to concede field position. They're saying, look, we're going to concede field position, but we're going to get a couple of those too, and they've done just that. They've been able to recover a couple of those kicks, either by design or by accident. It has worked out for them, and special teams, a third of the game. Clock will run, 8:30 to go and counting as the rain starts to fall a little more steady down there on the Sabre field. Handoff off the left side. A nice job of pushing forward there. Keeps the legs driving. Pickup of 3 on that play. Maybe even closer to 4. We'll give them 4, 2nd and 6 for the Cougars. Coaching staff wanted an encroachment penalty on the defense there. Didn't get it. Nice cutback against the grain. Here is a nice pickup on 2nd down. We'll set up a 3rd and short for the Cougars. Trying to get something going here with limited time left on the clock. I believe that was Yamil Hernandez on the carry. A little overthrow to the right side. That one was intended for Hernandez. Was overshot over his head, so it'll be 4th down, and we'll call it a long 3 for the Cougars. Once again, they're playing with a wet football down there. No towels to be seen. Taking a shot over the top. Man is open and went through his hands. Almost bounced to a teammate. It's a good opportunity there, just overshot. Looked like it was intended. Number 22, Miles Libby, the man in the slot. And again, that ball gets heavy, it gets wet. You always tell kids to catch the ball with their hands, but easier said than done. A lot of times on a wet day, you want to have that ball thrown into your chest so you can use your body to help brace it. We never want to catch the chest, but sometimes you have to do what you got to do on a rainy and wet day. That ball, there was no way you get your chest on it, so you had to get your hands up. Jet sweep to the left-hand side, cut up. And a nice job of finding the running lanes. And once again, that is number 17, Thomas Shea. He's had himself a pretty good day running the football. But you really have to credit the folks that have been blocking for him on the perimeter and down the field. And it appears that we have a turnover, fumble on the play, and Nashua has recovered. Kids are all fired up down there on the Cougars sideline, jump up and down. They got the fumble recovery. So nice job playing to the whistle. Don't ever give up on a play if you're watching at home. Keep chasing that play down, and sometimes good things can happen. It might not be a fumble, but maybe you can stop them on downs and get possession. The Cougars do just that. 1st and 10 Nashua from their own 15-yard line. The handoff follows his pulling guard and would have been wise. He wanted to cut that back against the grain. Probably could have followed his guard a little bit more up the field before trying to cut it back. But a good tough run on 1st down nevertheless. Man calls the signals, the handoff, wide side. Got a crease. Pickup of maybe a yard there. .323 to go and counting. Rolling to his right. The out route. Oh, and it just bounced off of the hands of the intended receiver. And again, a wet ball, hard to catch. Hey, the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors is a group of people who came together for one purpose: to create the best possible opportunities for every youth football player in North Nashua. They provide scholarships, transportation, and go above and beyond on a daily basis for all of their athletes. They're all one big Cougar family. If you're interested in joining the Nashua Cougars Board of Directors, go to nashuacougars.net. Another attempted pass may have been tipped at the line of scrimmage by one of the defensive ends there, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. They will take over at the Nashua 20-yard line. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Deb Cody from the Dow Group at Keller Williams Coastal is a luxury realtor. She's licensed in Maine, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts and can assist you with your real estate goals. The Dow Group is the #1 real estate team in New Hampshire. Contact Deb at 603-945-2763 or email deb@thedowgroup.com. Off the left side, picking up a couple of positive yards there, stacked up just beyond the line of scrimmage. So a good job once again by the Cougars of getting down the line and holding the Wildcats to a minimal gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8 as we head inside of 80 seconds to play. Wildcats line up. Handoff, stutter step. And again, tries the right side of that line, picks up about 3. It'll be a 3rd down and 5 on what should probably be the last play of the game coming up. Wildcats will line up, take the direct snap, take a knee, and that is going to do it for this one. The Northeast Junior High School football junior varsity senior division matchup between Londonderry and Nashua is in the books. Your final, the Wildcats 46 and the Cougars 6. Both teams meet at the 50-yard line, showing good sportsmanship. Getting that post-game handshake, very real possibility that these young men will meet again on the field a few years down the road as members of the Londonderry Lancers and the Nashua North Titans. Those two teams will do battle at the varsity level in a couple of weeks. Could actually be this week if I'm not mistaken. So that should be a good one. Those two teams scrimmage every year as well. We have one more game left on the docket here. We talked to Coach Fowler about this one. This is the marquee matchup of the day, of the evening here. And we're going to bring it to you when we come back after these messages. Thanks for watching us on The Highlight Guy.